A warm welcome to everyone. I'm Channakeslo Veerapneni. So in this session, I'll be discussing about my paper on a generative model known as GLOW. So before going into the heart of presentation, let's just understand what are these generative models. Okay, so these generative models are a class of machine learning models that aim to learn and capture the underlying structure or distribution of a given data set. So these models are used generally to generate new samples that resembles the original training data set. Okay, so there are various types of generative models. Some of them are variational autoencoders, generative adversarial networks, autoregressive models, and flow-based models. Okay, so this model that I have chosen, GLOW, comes under flow-based models. So now let us go into our generative model, that is GLOW. So generally this GLOW generative model uses reversible operations to model the data distribution. So this GLOW or generally known as a generative flow with invertible one by one convolutions was introduced in the paper titled GLOW Generation Flow with Invertible 1 by 4 Convolutions by Dedrick P. Gingma and Prafulla Jariwal. So this was published in the year 2018 in a conference on neural information processing systems. So this GLOW is made to produce superior samples from interactive probability distributions, such as those found in real world photographs. Let us move on to the motivation of our paper. So the main motivation of our paper is to create generative models that are successful in capturing complicated probability distributions, especially for applications like producing high quality photographs that we can capture through uh, higher grade cameras. Scalability, traceability, and sample quality were problems that traditional generative models had to deal with. In order to overcome these problems, the author proposed a brand new generating model known as GLOW. So this GLOW generative model employs a series of invertible one by one convolutions to learn the data distribution. The key idea behind this model is it uses a sequence of invertible transformations to map a simple distribution such as Gaussian distribution to a data distribution. So this GLOW model dependencies between channels in an image efficiency. This allow it to capture complex image patterns and generate high quality samples. So what is the significance of our paper? So there are these are the most significant properties: reversibility, sample quality, scalability, empirical results. Okay, so let's go through the first property, reversibility. A reversible mapping between the base distribution and the target distribution is made possible by the addition of invertible transformations to the GLOW model. So this characteristic makes likelihood computations efficient. This is essential for developing and testing generative models. In contrast to other generative models that could experience computational inefficiencies, this GLOW provides a benefit by guaranteeing reversibility. And one other property that gives advantage of GLOW is sample quality. So this paper demonstrates demonstrates that this GLOW model can generate high quality samples from complex probability distributions, particularly in the domain of natural images. The ability to generate this realistic and visually appealing samples is a significant advancement in generative modeling and has implications for various applications, including image synthesis, data augmentation, and content creation. This GLOW model plays a significant role in both data sciences and machine learning. And let's come to scalability. The problem of scaling generative models to high dimensional data, such as huge photographs, is addressed by GLOW. GLOW can efficiently handle high dimensional data because, to the suggested design and methods like squeezing and splitting, this scalability is crucial for real world applications that use complicated data structures and large scale data sets. Next, empirical results. Based on benchmark datasets, the paper's results reveal that GLOW performs better than other generative models. This GLOW produces cutting edge results in terms of sample quality and log likelihoods, demonstrating its capability to accurately capture complex distributions. Now, let's move on to the overview and basic methodology of our paper, along with the results at the end. So, let's come to architecture. So, in the GLOW model, each flow stage consists of a number of actions, such as coupling, permutation, and invertible one by one convolutions. Reversibility. GLOW makes sure that there are reversible forward and inverse mappings between the base distribution and the destination distribution. So this feature enables efficient likelihood computing. This is crucial for developing and testing generative models. So next step is the training. To improve the model parameters, they use a stochastic gradient descent variant with an adaptive learning rate. To properly model the complex data distribution during training, the authors use a lower dimensional latent space. Let's come to experimental setup. So the performance of a GLOW is assessed using a benchmark dataset known as CELB A, ImageNet 32 by 32 and Cypher 10. The authors describe the training set, validation set, and the test set in depth for each dataset. They go into detail about the GLOW model's architecture, including how many flow phases there are and how many dimensions there are in the latent space. The authors also provide the precise optimization settings and training parameters used. What are the results in the paper? The experimental results highlight that GLOW outperforms existing generative models in terms of both sample quality and log likelihoods, demonstrating its effectiveness in generating high quality samples from complex probability distribution. Let's come to advantages of our GLOW generative model. Reversibility, scalability, sample quality, and expensiveness, these are the advantages when we come to our GLOW generative model. So, what is reversibility and how does it affect? Reversibility, the use of invertible transformations in our GLOW generative model ensures that the mapping between the base distribution and the target distribution is reversible. This property enables efficient computation of likelihoods and facilitates accurate modeling of complex data distributions. Scalability. GLOW demonstrates the ability to generate high quality samples, particularly in the domain of natural images. The model captures intricate patterns, textures, and structures, leading to visually appealing and realistic samples. Sample quality. GLOW addresses the challenge of scalability to high dimensional data such as large images. The architecture and techniques like squeezing and splitting enable efficient handling of large scale datasets and complex data structures. Expensiveness. The series of operations used in GLOW, including coupling permutations and invertible one by one convolutions, enhance the expensiveness of the model. This allows for capturing complex dependencies and distributions effectively. Next let's come to the disadvantages. Computational complexity, memory usage, training stability, and interruptibility are the disadvantages. The invertible transformations and multiple flow steps in Glow introduce computational complexity, especially as the dimensionality of the data increases. Training and interference in Glow might require significant computational resources. So due to this computational complexity, uh, low performance systems cannot be used. Memory usage. Generative models like Glow often require substantial memory to store the parameters and intermediate activations, particularly for high resolution images. This memory requirement may limit the model's applicability on resource constrained devices or for large scale deployments. Training stability. Training generative models can be challenging, and Glow is no exception. While the paper does not specifically discuss this, the stability of training could be a potential concern. Adequate parameter initialization, optimization strategies, and regularization techniques might be necessary to ensure stable and reliable training. Interruptibility. Interpretability. Glow, like many deep generative models, is known for its black box nature, making it difficult to interpret and understand the internal workings of the model. This lack of interpretability may hinder the model's adoption in applications where interpretability and transparency are critical. So, coming to the conclusion, overall, the paper's contribution provide valuable insights into the field of generative modeling, advancing the state of the art in generating high quality samples from complex probability distribution. The proposed methodology and the success of the Glow model pave the way for further research and developments in the domain of generative models, with implications for various applications including image synthesis, data augmentation, and content creation. So, this is all about my paper. Thank you.